You know, I come to say that sports is really not coming my way right now. Maybe aside from the Yankees, but even they had a very inconsistent start to the year. But at least they swept the Red Sox. Oh my gosh, the Mets are so cursed this year. It's not even funny, bro. They are so cursed. They just snapped their 12-game losing streak 2 games ago. They just won 2 games in a row, but Francisco Lindor, after Juan Soto came back from the IL after 2 weeks suffering a calf injury, and now Lindor got a calf injury too. And he's going to be out longer than Juan Soto did. This team is just cursed, bro. Snapping their longest losing streak in quite some time. They were just losing a lot of games this year. They couldn't hit the ball for the life of them. Their pitching was pretty terrible. Oh my gosh, everything was just going out their way, man. It's insane. And look at what the New York Knicks are doing right now. They're down 2-1 to the Hawks. They have the 3 seed. They're the 6 seed. Dude, they choked a huge lead in the 4th quarter. Like 18-24. It's not huge. It's big enough for you to maintain it. But even then, how in the world do you choke that big of a lead at home? But again, they don't shock me anymore. They don't surprise me. They just show me who they truly were the whole time. Losing to the Sacramento Kings was a huge sign. Losing to the Dallas Mavericks was a huge sign that they weren't going to do anything in the playoffs anyways. Yesterday, last night, Game 3, they lost by 1 point, right? But they were losing by double digits the entire game. They made that fake comeback. I knew it was a fake comeback. They were up by 3 for a little bit in the minute mark. They choked it. They blew it. Of course they did. Because in New York Knicks fashion, any single time they face any type of adversity, they just cease to exist. This is who they are. They are a good enough team for them to just make it seem like they're okay, but not good enough to the point where any good enough team can easily throw mismatches at them and then expose them. Number 25 on the Knicks. I'm not saying your name anymore. Number 25 on the Knicks is a disgrace to basketball. I'm not even joking. How do you play so many games? How have you not missed games since high school? And you're still one of the least and worst contributors to the game of basketball and to my own team in my entire life. Bruh. I'm not even emotionally attached enough to sports anymore for me to be like, this is one of my most hated Knicks of all time. I can't even do that. Why would I? Number 3 on the Knicks. Hey, at least you got a go-ahead dunk at some point. Right? A go-ahead dunk. Or maybe cut the lead in 2. But he was so terrible the entire game. It made it seem like, yo, this team is just so neutralized. So neutralized. They can't really do anything. If defense is played to them, serious basketball is played against them, they can't do anything. They can't even manipulate and take coverage. They can't even adjust accordingly. And that bald coach can't even make adjustments properly. He keeps putting out lineups without Brunson, without Cat, and or without OG Anunoby at least in the line. He keeps doing this, and he doesn't stop. It still goes on in the playoffs. You have to have Brunson or Cat, and both would be nice. One of them has to be on the floor at all times, bro. There's just so many dogs today. You need to have one of these people in the lineup. Why do you constantly play lineups and we act as if we have a comfortable lead and we don't have a lead to maintain? Or we don't have to play catch up? Like, why are you running lineups without OG, Brunson, and Cat back-to-back games? In the fourth quarter, mind you. They need rest, but that's why you balance. That's why you keep Brunson in for some time if Cat is sitting, and Brunson rests, you put Cat in. And or you put OG. OG has to also be included into the mix as well. He just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. He wants to be a first round exit, and I wouldn't be shocked if that happens. Even if they win 3 straight, Boston within the next round, if they advance over Philadelphia, and I predicted they advance, yo, they're gonna get a rude awakening. They're 100% getting swept. They're getting swept or gentlemen swept. I don't have faith in them against Boston. I really don't. I really don't. They better prove me wrong, man. They better show me that they're serious. I don't see it. I don't see no heart. I don't see no seriousness. I don't even see no fundamentals being implemented. It's just all laughing games with them. Ridiculous. They should take this game seriously. Do they know they're in the playoffs right now? Do they know that they're the 3 seed and they need to start winning these games? Oh wait, they don't. Never mind. My bad. I totally forgot they don't take the game seriously. There needs to be serious changes if they exit in the first round. Who knows what changes would happen? But there needs to be some type of urge to win. Because at this point, Jalen Brunson taking that pay cut was so dumb of him. It looked okay in hindsight, but it's really dumb looking back at it at the end. Some things just don't work out sometimes, but again, just reading the room. Did we really seriously think that it would get down to this, down 2-1 to an underdogs Hawks team that traded Trae Young mid-season and got CJ McCollum? CJ McCollum, he's usually a playoff terrorist. He usually plays horrible in the playoffs. But this year, he's playing like Jesus Christ, reincarnated. He is revitalizing his career. Not like he was playing bad with the Hawks. He's been actually pretty good with the Hawks. CJ is playing different, man. He's playing a different brand of basketball. I can't hate. People can hate him for the CBA stuff and what he's done with the parity and the environment, but you can't hate with how he can really hoop. He's just good at basketball, man. He's just good at basketball. It is what it is. Hawks are a good team. They're a good team. This is how it goes. Knicks need to start playing more serious and just have a sense of urgency. I don't think they will, but who knows? They better prove me wrong. Because the 2 other teams, Rangers, the New York Rangers, they've been out the playoffs. They've been mediocre. And the Giants, I gotta see what they've done, because honestly, the NFL draft is happening, so we just have to see what's going on with them. I'm a bit too casual to act like I know what they're doing, really. Ugh.